Okay, we'll do it live.
Okay, when do y'all want to start?
10, 9, 8.
Okay.
Ignition sequence on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now entering another dimension.
Hey guys.
And hello. What an intro performed live by Ryan Peed.
Oh, thank
Wow, this is like a tiny desk. We should have a tiny desk
you.
concert.
Podcast? Oh,
Tiny desk.
Oh, that's what we'll call it, a Tiny Desk podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to our name officiating.
Well, what gathers us here today, boys?
Top 3 Quentin Tarantino films.
So, Quentin Tarantino, he is undeniably one of the best directors working today. He's come out with some great classics, such as Pulp Fiction, winning the Best Original Screenplay Award in 1995 Oscars. He's also come out with some recent work called The Hateful Eight, which is, just...
It's a Western-based post-Civil War.
Yep.
And stars Samuel L. Jackson and a bunch of other people.
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth is in that one, as well as lots of other ones.
He's just tackled such an array of genres and styles. There's
But
nothing
really-
that can really be said that hasn't already been said before.
Yeah. He doesn't branch off far from his own style, though, which makes him, unique and makes people love him.
That's very
So,
true.
Makes me
Very
love
true.
him. I love Quentin.
So, what we're doing today, we're doing the top 3, each of us, Kyle, Ryan, me, and Jeff. We're all doing our top 3 Quentin Tarantino movies. So,
Well,
Kyle, would you like to start us off?
yeah, I'll start it off. Okay, so number 3, this is the hard one because really I like them all and it's a short list, so I naturally went with 2. I can't choose between all of them. So I went with Inglourious and Kill Bill.
For
Volume
number
1.
3.
For number
Are you
3.
combining Kill Bills? We must decide this right now. You're not gonna combine the
No,
Kill Bills?
No Kill Bills. Because while he considers them both a single film.
Okay, if he does,
In
then I
reality-
do.
Yeah.
So if
That's the reason
that's
why-
Okay, so if Quentin Tarantino considers Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 one movie, then knock that out of third place and Glorious Bastards comes. Not because I don't appreciate Kill Bill Volume 2. It's just this. It's the latter half.
Well,
But do you think that
he
because
sees it as one, because
then
he sees it just as a to be continued type thing, where it's as the same movie and they can be watched all the way through without any.
right? But I think
forgetfulness.
it could be argued that because they were released a year apart and they are 2 separate projects.
But if you look at what he considers Hateful Eight, his 8th movie, then it goes down to which one of the other movies is not he not
Right,
considered
he
his-
considers it. He might want to consider it his one thing, but since it was released a year apart,
I agree
he
that they're
could
2 separate movies.
consider
I think-
it 2 separate movies.
I think
It
2
could be
separate
argued.
movies. For this argument, I think 2 separate movies because that's how they were.
that's
released.
how. That's not how he considers it, though, right?
No,
Right.
He
He considers it
them
all one movie.
one movie.
Yeah,
So what's his? So it's Death Proof as his other movie.
that's his other
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, because 4 Rooms he didn't direct all of. He only directed a quarter of it.
Right. Okay.
And Death Proof was his whole. That Grindhouse is a different movie than Death Proof.
I'm just saying that it could
Regardless-
be considered. I'm considering it all one movie still,
You are?
just because I respect his own opinion. But
Yeah,
if you
I'll
want to
do
make that
too.
argument, then you
I'll
totally
go
can.
ahead and do that too, and I'll knock Kill Bill off at the 3rd place and just have Inglourious take its spot.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yes.
That is a great choice.
Glorious Bastards.
All right, for number 3, it was between
got?
2 as well. So I got Inglorious Bastards in there, and I ended up knocking that one off, to be honest.
Ooh.
And I put Django Unchained as
Well,
number 3, which
like
I feel
Ryan,
like.
my top 3 were also Django and Inglourious Bastards, but I decided to knock Django off. And
Oh,
go with Inglourious Bastards as my number 3
hot damn.
solidarity spot.
All right.
Kyle, you're number
So,
2.
no, I gotta see this battle real quick. This is a conflict in opinions because
What does it for
y'all's-
me? Honestly, they're kind of equal up until it's kind of stupid, but Tarantino's cameo in it, which was
No.
just was so horrible.
Does that
unneeded.
really knock it down that much, though?
Not that much, but let's say they were tied
No, I
at
guess it-
97.2,
does.
and that brought it down to like a 97.1. Like it took me out of it for like a split second. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Okay.
And then
that's-
I got back into it fairly quickly, but
What about Tarantino's cameo in Glorious Bastards? His fucking hands choking the
Yeah.
actress out actually because he's a misogynist. I'm just joking. He's
it didn't
not.
take me out of the film. Is the thing as well. Like, granted, it might have been a little fucked up what happened, but it was well.
I
done.
mean, yeah, you wouldn't have known that was his actual hands unless you like had read about it anywhere. So I think that I don't know. That's not a valid
Yeah,
argument.
but like I said, it doesn't knock it down that much. It just makes the other ones like slightly.
No,
better.
I understand.
Also,
Now-
the ending in Glorious Bastards is one of my
oh,
favorites.
it's so
of his.
fucking good. But
Fantastic.
Yeah. and
so
like-
is Django.
And just also Christoph Waltz's performance throughout that movie as well is just.
I have to
star-studded.
agree with you.
So fucking good.
Inglourious Bastards, Christoph Waltz, I think, has the better performance in that one, as the Jew hunter.
the opening scene just is
Fuck, so fucking good.
enough to hook me in to watch the entire movie. If I start it, I'm finishing it. And that's, every
So,
Tarantino.
It's not just
movie.
his cameo. It's just a number of things that are slightly better than
In
Django.
Inglourious. Yeah, no, I understand. Inglourious is an epic. It's so fucking good. It's his biggest film, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of scale, it's just he did such a good job
I-
directing and everything. I just had to put Django because of the screenplay and because of the actors.
I would say the only one that competes with its epic scale and grand size is Django. Like Inglourious Bastards and Django, they're both period pieces, and they're just both different Quentin Tarantino worlds
Right.
of real life, but another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Does it good.
Yeah.
Does it good.
Kyle, you're number 2.
Well, all right, we're moving along to number 2. I'm gonna have to switch things up and go with Django Unchained.
Oh, fuck.
It's
Kyle,
just
would you like to argue?
It's just a fantastic movie, start to finish. I really had to consider Django with my number 1 spot because of how much I love Django Unchained. It's just 100%. The only flaw that I might have with it is Django's character. I don't know if it's Jamie Foxx or if it's just but everything about the movie surrounding Django was so perfect that Django just didn't shine. And
No,
to
that
me-
makes sense.
Bringing up Django as well, Jamie Foxx in that role, in my opinion, they probably could have casted a little better.
Will
for that
Smith
Django
was
movie.
right up there,
Really?
about to be casted, and then
That would have been.
Django, yeah. But and then I
With,
just called him Django.
with Tarantino's direction, I feel like that could have been way more than what people are thinking it could have been.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
why not.
I
Yeah.
thought Jamie Foxx didn't. I mean, I thought he was perfect in that movie. To be honest, he played the slave that was supposed to start off slave-like, and then ends up being just the hero, the super cool gunslinging hero, that everyone loves. And I mean, I don't know. I
Right.
thought that transformation
and I do
was
like
great.
the I guess exposition scenes for Django that end up being sprinkled throughout the movie non-linearly, of course. But the whole freedom song scene whenever Jamie Foxx and Kerry Washington are, well, Kerry Washington's character is getting whipped and then they run away. It's just so emotional, and that's like, I think some of the most, yeah, that's probably the most exposition we get about Django, and just that, like, I mean, that we get to see, it's, I don't know, it works for me.
Yeah. That's a great movie.
And like I said, I'm not saying that like it's Jamie Foxx's fault for anything. It's just that I do think that like I could have found more enjoyment after watching it a billion times. You know, like I fucking love that movie still. I don't care.
Yeah. Great movie. My number 2 is Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is hasn't been mentioned yet, but I assume
Which
it will
one
be.
is
I assume it will be mentioned pretty soon, but
Shall be.
I don't know. It's so good, and I mean the only thing, like the only reason why it wouldn't be number 1, I guess, is just because it's quite long. But no, I understand. This movie, like I can sit through it anytime. I can do it. I can watch it anytime, any time of the day.
Even the blueberry pancakes scene.
Even the blueberry pancake scene.
What is
Not
wrong?
even that scene. That
What is
scene's
wrong
like-
with the blueberry pancake?
That scene's fine. It's the scene before that, really.
Okay.
The one
Yeah.
with him in the cab, or what?
Well, whenever she's talking about like her pot belly and then oral pleasure, I am chill with it. You know, like Quentin Tarantino does some shit with his dialogue that's interesting, and it's just like you see his, you know, his perspective in his art so
Yeah,
well,
I
and
just
I just
love
don't
the
really
writing.
fuck with it. Like that one scene isn't like my favorite part at all.
I don't know. I also, whenever he gets on the motorcycle, maybe it's supposed to be cool, but whenever he says like Zed is dead, and he just goes like Zed is dead, he like drives off. I'm just like, oh, okay, come on.
Then yeah, it's a little cheesy.
But like, I don't know, that
But
movie.
he
It's so
created
good.
the cheese.
No,
like,
yeah, I understand.
he is the cheese.
Totally supposed to be the style of that movie. I don't know. The writing in that movie is spotless. There's nothing wrong with the dialogue. I've seen that movie so many times that it seems like I'm watching it new every time because it's just like, holy shit, he fucking wrote that, and I don't know. It's so inspirational. I don't know.
What if he wrote the entire screenplay just so he could say the N-word on screen?
Then Jesus Christ, I don't know. I
think
wouldn't
that's
be
the
able to
case.
get behind that.
I don't think that's the case.
I know. He did it again for Django.
And I mean they granted him Oscars for both of those screenplays.
Yeah.
So like he's just got to do what keeps him in the Oscar race, I guess.
Illuminati confirmed.
Are we serious or no?
I'm 100% serious. Dead ass
Do you think
Mickey Mouse.
Quentin Tarantino's racist?
No.
You
I don't think that he is like a racist person. I
Support
do
it.
think that he sees the humor in society
Interesting.
and in like different time periods. He can like his vision. I don't think that he lets other people's opinions get in the way of the way that he sees like a time period and how he wants his story to play out. Like there's just not much that'll hold him back, and I think so many people respect that from
That
him.
is true, but to say he wrote the whole movie so he could say the N-word, that's what I was getting behind.
Oh yeah, I was just fucking around.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was.
That was all a big hoot.
That's what I
Wow.
couldn't tell. I do agree with what you said, though.
My sarcasm is just through the roof today. Maybe I should just become an actor.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Do you have any interest?
I have an interest in like directing my own acting for sure and editing the fuck out of it and just like being proud of it because like every aspect of it is just mine and I'm a fucking creator and then I start creating my own world and then I become a god.
Wow. That sounds
I would
what's
like
the
to try
word?
acting.
Selfish.
I would act.
No, but real shit, I would like to act. honestly like to write myself a character. That seems very cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Me too. All right, Jeff.
My number 2 was a pretty simple one. I chose Hateful Eight.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah.
not one that
That
we've
might have
heard.
been 4 or 5 for me.
Probably down there with 5 or 6.
That's very upsetting to hear, gentlemen.
What is your reasoning? What do you love so much about it?
Every character in that film is memorable.
That's true.
Like,
100% true.
the writing in it is just also so fucking impeccable, as well as the cinematography for such a small area in which he was filming.
Absolutely. The cinematographer got
Was just
nominated
fucking.
that
It was
year.
The score. I mean, everything about it. You know.
Like, it was so fucking good. Like, it's. I also have a slight, strong like for Samuel L. Jackson, so
So whenever you
That'll-
gave
for-
that scene,
that will reflect in my first pick. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, like even Channing Tatum, who I don't consider a decent actor at all, like he had a memorable character and a good
You
acting.
don't consider Channing Tatum a decent actor?
I mean, decent in the
I
sense,
consider
not
him
in
the
a serious.
poorest actor of that movie.
Yeah, I would agree, because like he's not on the same tier. I guess he's not on the same tier as the rest of the actors in that movie.
I don't think his character granted him enough opportunity to become that same tier, because it's just like he's not there for that
That's
long.
not
Like,
that was what I'm saying. I'm saying in his other movies. In this,
Oh.
in this movie, I think he is on the tier of everybody else around him.
I don't know. I just wish that he gave more emotion whenever he got shot in the back of the head. There should have been
if
more
you
in
get shot in
the
the back of
face.
the head, you're not gonna
I'm just joking.
change your expression really fucking quick.
I guess there's spoilers in this. That should have gone
That should
without
that
saying.
should be
Come
given,
on.
and that should
Yeah.
be given in the beginning of the podcast. We'll edit that in later.
If you get angry now, I'm sorry.
That's
but
why we're gonna cut in an intro later.
an intro later.
Spoiler alerts, and then we just
Perfect.
Are we gonna do another interlude with this one?
no.
Oh,
well,
shit.
we hold on. I'm not done reasoning behind the hateful.
Oh
Eight.
yeah,
Yes,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
I'm not trying to.
Okay.
I thought we were just on.
I mean, like I said, every character down to the people who were in the trolley, I guess, wagon.
The trolley took up like the first third of the movie. And it was fucking perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm
I'm-
saying. He films in such small areas with such great cinematography, lines, and like you feel like there's so much room and so much.
It's just the dialogue, keeps you there.
Like I can guarantee any other person tries to direct a half-hour car ride, it's gonna be fucking boring. Tarantino can do it, and it feels like it was 20 minutes. Like
Yeah.
it was like an hour almost.
And I feel
Yeah.
like we're gonna get more of that in Once Upon
I
a Time.
ho-
in Los
so hope we
in
get all of
Los
that.
Angeles and
That would be
fucking
so
Hollywood.
awesome if he did like the whole thing taking place from in the investigation room. I'd be fine with that. I bet he could do that beautifully as well.
Yep.
But yeah,
Nobody
Hateful Eight,
does
everything
his dialogue better than
about it. Even like, honestly, like I said, I don't think it's as good as the Inglourious Bastards ending, but I think that as a whole, it is better than Inglourious Bastards. But the ending is, I do enjoy quite a bit of it.
What do you
leaves
think?
It leaves you guys to think a little bit. I mean, it doesn't give you a complete whole story.
Whenever I first watched the ending of that, I was like, "This is a perfect way to end the
Exactly.
film." Like,
Yeah.
I thought that it was.
I loved
just,
it.
It represented how much like lying was just taking place, how much bullshit the movie even like just was.
And everything
But-
down to like the Lincoln letter, everything was so just
Yeah.
fucking good, well written, and the lines were executed so perfectly as well. I mean,
Who do you think was the standout in that movie?
I can't remember the actor's name right now, but the new sheriff of the new town.
Walton
Yeah.
Giggins.
I do think he stood out. Him and Samuel L. Jackson, top two.
Yeah.
I do think Kurt Russell probably in the first third, but as a whole movie, definitely them two. Because Kurt Russell did, I feel like, drive the whole first third of the movie.
I think that Walton Giggins, like, I wasn't really behind him as an actor the first time that I saw it.
Okay.
In the first half of the movie. The second half, whenever things, like, shit
Yeah.
went down,
Yeah, it's-
he was on fire
Yeah.
the entire time. The standout for me, though, is Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Okay.
She's fucking insane
I
the
can
entire
respect that. I
time.
can respect that.
And it's so good. It's so
I mean,
good. She was my favorite
I don't
character.
say
both
like the
times.
word, but the way she said the N word was
Good lord.
It was kind of classy, like with a sense of trashy. It was nice.
Yeah, I could say.
I didn't feel like she could have made it a lot more harsh. Is what I'm saying. It wasn't nice. Fuck
I'm just
that.
joking. I wouldn't fucking say that.
Like it wasn't like fuck that. It wasn't nice. It was said in a way to where you could believe it was said like that back in the day. She didn't just scream it to get her chance to say it.
Right.
How did she say it?
Damn. Well, at this point, we're at our number ones. So.
I feel like we're gonna argue when we get to me again.
Maybe.
Can I start?
You want to start?
Yeah,
Should
we
we
can
switch it?
do it.
Let's
yeah.
do
I'm
it.
gonna go
Jeff
number
is
one.
gonna
Go on.
start.
Pulp Fiction.
That's. I mean.
I am just gonna go ahead and say it. I have Pulp Fiction as well. Number
And
one.
I have Kill Bill
Oh,
as number one.
fuck!
Kill Bill is just so
Wait,
good.
as both of them or as one? We get back to that argument.
Both of them.
Both of them.
However, Kill
If we're
Bill Volume
considering it-
1.
If we're considering it two separate movies, if we were to.
If we were to, then Kill Bill Volume 1 would be number one.
Okay.
Still over Pulp Fiction. As a unit, still just fucking amazing. Love the character of Beatrix Kiddo in this movie.
I do
She's
like the
just
action
such a
scenes.
badass. The action scenes are perfectly directed. I can't
So
see
well.
another way.
So well.
Especially in Volume 1. Volume 2 has great stylish moments. Volume 1 has just great crowd pleasing and overall cinematic moments in the Crazy 88 fight scene.
Did he get a nomination?
He didn't
did
get
not.
shit for this. The only thing that got nominated was for Golden Globes for the acting of Uma Thurman, and then the for Bill in the second volume.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that the first one really stands out just from his directing, like from a directing standpoint. That's probably his most stylish directed movie to that point.
Yeah.
Like that really he just went all out. The first part wasn't as screenplay heavy, like deep, but the story was fucking wild.
Yeah.
The second half, I mean, you got a lot more of the dialogue that you want from a Tarantino movie.
And then he also did that anime scene, which is
Oof.
honestly even watching that multiple times and after seeing it so many times, I still get tears in my eyes because of it. It's so I don't know, emotional, and it totally doesn't even have to be. He just did it, and it was all just animation. Never done that before. It's just crazy, and it's such a good decision.
Yeah, he got a lot out of those animated actors.
That is. Wow.
Well, I go Pulp Fiction number one because if I'm being real, it's just because of how much of a timeless classic it is. It's probably one of his most quoted films, most recognized films.
Yeah.
When people say when people hear Quentin Tarantino is one of my favorite directors, they go, "Oh, Pulp Fiction."
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one they always name. It's the go-to. It's just iconic. Everything about it was perfect at the time, and it still holds up the test of time. Like you said, you guys were arguing about the corniness factor, but I feel like that was so well done on purpose that it just made the movie that much better. And
I can agree with that.
all in all, one of my favorite movies of all time. If I'm
Of course.
being real.
Because so much originality came before that part that you mentioned at the earlier.
Zed is Dead.
Yeah, and that capping it off is just literally someone riding into the sunset.
The only movie ending I hold above Inglourious Basterds. I just fucking so good in my opinion. I love it.
Damn.
I fucking love it. I
I
would
mean,
get it
yeah,
tattooed
it's
on me.
great.
That is the ending of the movie, but it's not, unfortunately.
I would get Zed is Dead tattooed on me. I'm gonna do that. We should do that. I would do that.
What's y'all's favorite part of that movie? Favorite scene?
Oof.
Pulp
I gotta
Fiction.
think.
Samuel L. Jackson's beginning performance.
It's just flawless.
Up until right after he quotes Ezekiel. It's just from the get-go all the way up until that part, it's just him and Travolta. Honestly, Travolta as well.
Yeah.
They just give off such a
They're
good
excellent.
dynamic with each other. It's the duo is so good, in my opinion. And that's also one of the most referenced and classic scenes in the movies. The first part, I think too. That and Don't Be a Square.
Yeah.
The dancing.
No, the dancing's
Definitely,
gotta be
yeah.
mine.
Probably dancing.
My number one is The Date. Like the
Yeah, the whole
entire
day.
date
Me too.
sequence is fantastic.
Me too.
Perfect.
I can respect. That's probably close
That
number
is
2.
just a short film
Yeah.
that got put into a feature with other interesting shit in it, and it's just like a perfect detour for that movie.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Excellent choices from an excellent director. Well,
Wow.
We re-
To our
we-
interlude.
Yeah, we got through this in 25 minutes.
All right, small break, and we come back and talk about something else.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to play one of your songs, or
let's do it. Let's see. Pre-recorded or just
You push play, we pause it, and then it goes in.
yeah, let's play that long one that you were working on, the one that you could study to, like some relaxation
Oh,
music.
I mean,
Let's put them to sleep.
let's see. Let's try it out.
sleep.
Put them to sleep.
Jesus Christ.
Lights out.
I was gonna make some clicking noises, but
Night.
oh my god.
That was packing a fat dip.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Y'all,
we'll probably cut
thanks
all
for
that.
listening.
We will.
We'll
We
be back
definitely will.
soon. Y'all had fun talking with y'all. Quentin Tarantino. We'll be back in 4. All right.
Wait, are we gonna stop it and actually insert the real song? Like we pause this right now.
No, this is just recording, so they can hear us.
Shit. Okay. Fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, we should just pause it and just like.
Just press. All right, welcome back. We are here. We
Hi,
have
guys.
eaten quite a bit, and
Took some snacks.
I now have an alcoholic beverage, so we are toasty.
We don't promote any drinking of any kind
I
unless
was-
you are of legal age and live in the state of California.
Right, and
Unless you're
what? What was that? No, yeah, no. Whenever I say alcohol, I mean
Free beer.
rubbing alcohol and bleach. Jesus Christ.
That was really fucking gross. I apologize to anyone who heard that.
Well,
We are
so
back and
we
better
got
than ever.
we got another topic fresh in our minds, ready to debate, ready to discuss. Here we go.
Top
It is
Brockhampton album.
yes, Jeff said it better than anyone else could.
And I have a strong opinion about this one.
He
So
really
I am-
does. He has it strong and unpopular because we already know it. But go ahead and spill it to the rest of the world, Jeff.
My number one Brockhampton
Okay,
album.
hold on. Before there's 5 Brockhampton albums. 1 American Trash.
All American Trash.
Yep.
Sorry.
You're forgetting the all.
Yeah, I have listened to that one the least.
Me too. Same here.
Me too.
So yeah, All American Trash.
Saturation 1, Saturation 2, Saturation 3, Iridescence.
Iridescence.
And that's
All right.
My number one is gonna have to be Saturation 1, guys. And we'll get to it after we hear y'all's top album.
All
I would like to get those knocked out of the way.
Well, I'll go next.
All right.
Whew, I haven't thought about it until right now. All right.
Number
can
one.
Can I take a guess for you?
Yeah.
Is it Iridescence?
No.
Saturation 2.
It's probably Saturation 3.
Whoo!
I was gonna say Saturation 3.
You're
But
Saturation
now
3 as well?
I kind of want to say Saturation 2 just to there's such both of those are on the same level.
Yeah. Yeah,
For
for
me.
me.
I mean, like I don't
can
know.
agree. They're on the same
Saturation
level for me.
Saturation 2
Saturation 1 is-
has Saturation
Such a
2
song.
has the bangers. It has the hype, the
Arguable.
smashers, the fucking.
Arguable with Saturation 1, with Heat, Gold, and Star, with the first top 3, and then slow, it's like some decent songs like Boys and
But
Tupac.
You remember Amir's verse on Gold, right?
I do.
It's a little creepy.
What do you think about that?
I think it's
wait.
fucking hilarious, and I love it.
It is hilarious. It's
I slip
funny.
and slide like a slip and slide.
Okay.
My electric eel, your electric slide. For those of you who don't know,
He sounds as if he's an older
I can
man.
pull it up right now. I have
Yeah.
it on Spotify. Would
He
you like
kind
me
of
to?
looks like
We don't want to
is
get
a
copyrighted.
man inside
Copyright.
of an ice cream machine.
Yeah, he's like, I'll slip and slide. But he sounds like he's an old uncle at a fucking Christmas gathering that's just like on the side of the room, just like I'm looking at everyone. I
Agreeable,
don't know.
but at the same time, I feel like that was his intention, and I can appreciate how well he portrays it.
I don't know.
It's
Honestly,
so fucking good. I
But it-
love it. I love rapping with it. I love singing with it. It's so good.
Okay.
In my opinion, it's fucking hilarious, and I love it.
no,
it's so good.
I understand.
All right.
I understand. But for me, it ruins the song because of his allegations. It just is creepy. I'm sure back then, before all of the allegations and everything that went down, that would have been great. Would have been cool. Still a little creepy, but like, because the way that it's just like slip and slide, like my
And he's like recording the
Slip and
whole
slide
thing.
like a slip and slide.
It's just
My-
like
my
who,
electric
who
eel.
fucks with slip and
Electric
slides? Who buys
Hey,
slip and slides?
slip and slides?
Yeah, kids.
You ever gone down a slip and slide down a hill?
Yeah,
That
when
shit's
I was
fun.
a child. When I was a child, he's fucking kids on
Hey,
a slip
dude,
and slide,
hey, no.
like a slip
An
and
adult
slide
slip and-
on his slick
You're
dick.
calling him a pedophile.
Yep.
Which I
That's
guess
what I'm
he
doing.
was.
yeah, he
That's
fucked
not
a
what he-
minor, didn't he not?
It was a 16-year-old, but
It
yeah,
was
a
a
minor.
Was it 16 or 17?
I thought it was 17. I
17
thought he was
is
dating
like-
a minor.
Oh, so
No, it's
it wasn't a
minor.
minor. It was of age of consent, but people still had a problem with it on how old he was.
Oh, I did not know.
She was just in high school and everyone was flipping shit about that.
But still inappropriate.
Yeah. Super
I
inappropriate
do
for
not-
someone who has pipe dreams of
Crack rocks and stripper poles.
stripper
And
poles.
fucking centerfolds.
Especially that.
But he does, in fact, have secrets only he and all his homies know.
Yeah, there you go.
But now
And kicking
everyone
in the
knows.
door. Don't play fucking stupid.
What do you think about Heat? Who has the best verse in that song?
Jobo.
Matt, champion.
Matt Champion.
Came in, played in all your pockets.
I was-
That part right there just does the whole fucking song for me.
Which one?
Matt came
No.
in, raided all your pockets.
Oh yeah, no, I love that.
Came in,
It's a perfect ending to that song.
Love it.
Gonna
And
be
then, like,
completely honest.
The music video
Wait.
does have some influence behind it when they're all like just fucking bobbing back and forth like
Oh
in
yeah.
a line.
Oh yeah.
Like if Amir
Perfect.
was in the band and they did perform that song and they did that on stage, I would go fucking ape shit. And
I'm gonna give
like,
my lesser opinion right now first before my full opinion on Heat. My video favorite, like the favorite person, my favorite
Merlin.
performance is Merlin.
for sure. No.
On the
1000%.
song, my favorite dead ass is Amir. Like it just has to be. It's
Just the way they
so
start out,
fucking
like-
hard.
Their trilogy. That's the start to their trilogies. I got fucking
I remember like just getting put on to Brockhampton, and then I just started that, and then once that beat hit, I was like, this is some serious aggressive shit. Like I was not expecting this from a mainstream. Like lots of people had been talking about this.
Right. Well, you had only listened to Gold, right? Or
Yeah, I had listened to Gold before that, and I didn't fuck with that.
ooh
Yeah, I really just
debatable.
didn't.
Did you still not fuck with it?
I don't fuck with it as much as their other stuff, but
Ooh,
I
yeah.
do
I
fuck with it.
I fuck with it.
It's
quite
so
a bit.
debatable. I fuck with Gold so hard.
Mad Champion and Gold they're
Oh,
all
yeah.
great in
He's-
Gold,
he's
but
great.
like I love Mad Champion just in general. He's my man.
Yeah.
But like
and
Gold
then we,
is like Boys. It's Gold is equivalent to Boys is equivalent to Berlin.
No. Boys, I love Boys.
Interesting.
Berlin, no. Okay, first of all, I love Boys and I love Gold. Berlin and the album was just so much stronger than both of those in Saturation 1. For me, the top three, in my opinion, that stand out for me are Heat, Star, and it's gonna sound fucking weird because it's towards the bottom of the album, but Milk. Merlin's verse in Milk, like after Amir's verse, where he's like, "Hi, my name is Merlin. I just applied for food stamps." I love it. One of my favorite moments in the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Like
Well, what about the other ones? What about like?
Face and Waste.
I mean, just
Mer-
the
Merlin's
filler
fun.
ones. Like I feel like that.
I that's the thing.
It
Is
has
if I
the
play
least
this from
bangers.
if I play this from beginning to end, there is no filler in my opinion. They're all bangers minus the skits, which all 3 saturations have.
That's
They,
true.
they are all bangers in my opinion. I can sing along to every single one. I can enjoy every single one. Like there's not a skip on the album.
Oh, I just can't say the same. To be honest, like I can't. This is the least listenable
This is the most listened
saturation.
The
Saturation
most
one.
listenable album from Brockhampton, in my opinion, is Iridescence.
Me
Like
too.
Iridescence, I can listen to the entire thing and just fucking jam out to every single song.
That's argumentative
Even-
with my pick. Saturation 1 is better than Iridescence in my opinion.
We're not talking about better. We're talking about like
Listenable.
ones that we can fucking like
Just
every
start
single
from-
thing, and it's just
I
like
will
we
admit,
know what's
Joe
coming.
Verdict
up.
just fucking competes with everything on Saturation just as a song. And if
Yeah.
every song were like that song, that would be my top album for sure. But I feel like there's like at least 1 or 2 songs I can skip and not have any guilt like that I missed that song on like a road trip, even a road trip, like something where I
Yeah.
have time to listen to it. And everything through Saturation I can fucking jam to, listen to, no skip.
Oh yeah,
Like
oh yeah.
it's just so much.
In Saturation 3, like same.
So same with
Seriously.
Saturation 3. I fucking and me and you used to have opposite opinions.
Yeah.
You used to like Saturation 1, and I used to love Saturation
I
3.
used to like Saturation 2
You
more
like
than
Sat-
like anything else.
Me
and
too.
Honestly, that was like I still have those like strong opinions towards
I
that. It's
will
just
agree.
Saturation 3 was like perfectly produced.
When I
I
first-
thought that like everything in the production just went up a level.
When I was first getting into Brockhampton, first off of listening just about 3 albums back to back to back, first opinion was Saturation 2, 3, 1. And that was my initial instinct. But the more I got to listen to it, the more I realized it's honestly Saturation 1, 3, and 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
I honestly like 2. It started out as number 1. Saturation 2. It just had it had Junkie. It had
Gummy. Fucking Gummy is like one.
Gummy's insane.
Gummy is so
Junkie's
good. Gummy is
insane.
the best song
Okay.
on that album. Minus Sweet. Okay, Sweet is yeah.
Sweet for me. Sweet
Granted,
is
Sweet is like
fucking
one of their best songs.
I think the first song on every single Brockhampton album is in my top 3 songs of that album. Like
I can agree with that.
The opening tracks of their albums are always fire, no matter what. Ben Carson is just. Oh wait, that's the second one, but it's an intro track, so that's like technically.
Gummy, Heat, fucking Boogie.
Boogie is like.
I love
classic.
Merlin's part. I feel like that's a topic we need to get to as well.
Merlin's Willy Willy line.
I love when they see me in the streets, they say Willy Willy,
That almost ruined it for me.
but you wouldn't see me in the streets. I'm like a hillbilly. I was
Not gonna
sad
lie.
because nobody want to suck my willy. Now I'm sad because everybody want to suck my willy, and
Ha-
then it repeats.
It had to warm up to me.
So good.
Before.
I now like it.
I
Yeah,
liked it
I'm
to begin
fine with it.
I thought
can
it was
tolerate
quirky in the
it.
beginning. I thought it was fun. I liked it. I thought it was so good. I loved it. I feel like I'm having a lot of opposite opinions of what you two are having from every aspect of every album. Should we-
Actually, no, I do like Merlin's part. I fuck with every single line that Merlin will spit. No joke.
I feel like
Hear
it's
that
also.
chuckle?
I feel like
You
it's
know?
also their most mainstream, considering it was in The Grinch, and that was one of their first movies to be in a major motion picture.
I think Boogie's their most mainstream song by far.
That's what
sure.
they were. That's what you were just talking
Yeah.
about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
No,
but the
agreed.
thing is that happened at the very beginning of that album, and I think their most experimental song is
Zipper. I love
not
Zipper.
Zipper.
No,
Zipper sounds a lot like a Slim Shady song.
I love
love-
it, dude.
I love
Please
Zipper.
tell me you guys love Zipper. Zipper
I
is,
love Zipper.
Zipper is probably one of my top 3 songs by them.
And I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this statement, but
Is there,
really,
hold up. Is there a problem with Zipper? Not to be a top 3 song.
No, it's
Honestly,
just like
probably
holy
number 2
shit.
for me.
It's
I-
behind what?
You guys,
Sister
Sweet.
Nation.
Okay. Sister
Sweet.
Nation's amazing.
Sister Nation is the most experimental Brockhampton song in the Saturation trilogy, and it like is so fucking perfect.
Sister
like,
more so
compared
than Nation.
to the other songs earlier on in the album.
Sister more so than Nation.
I used to agree with you on that. With Sister being my favorite, and then Nation being like, oh, I'm gonna skip it now that Sister's done. But now I listen to the entire thing every single time because Nation is so
It's like that
fucking beautiful.
I feel
and
like you have the
pretty.
same opinion. You'll have the same
melodic.
opinion about Honey. I can listen to Honey all the way
Me too.
through. You
Me
can't?
too.
I can listen to Honey all the way
Okay,
through.
I didn't know. I feel like we might
But-
have argued about that before.
At the
We might have.
beginning, like at the album release, stages of me listening to the
You could've
album.
just skipped the second half.
Yeah, right whenever Dom's part ended, I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Dom steals the show.
No,
on
it was
that.
Wait we were arguing about. You say after Joba's part you can skip Wait. I remember you saying that. Like,
I
at
haven't
one point-
listened to Wait.
You
in
might
a
have changed,
while.
but at one point I remember you saying like you didn't like Dom's part too much in Wait. And Wait is a full
Oh, yeah.
listen to me
Yeah.
for me. Wait is probably my
Isn't-
number 2 out song of the album. No, number 1 song of the album. Wait.
Can we? Y'all want to just do Iridescent's top 3 songs real quick?
Iridescent's top 3 songs.
I mean, might as
Can we
well.
pause it and take like 2 minutes? Or you know what? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Everybody just look. If we have silence, we'll fill it in with some music.
All right, cut.
All right, and we're back. So we're gonna start with Jeff. Top 3 Iridescent songs. Go.
All right. Well, number 3 is an obvious tie with District and Honey.
An obvious
Ooh.
tie. How the fuck was that obvious?
I saw that one from a mile away. Clear
And-
tie.
Number 2 is
feel like-
Jovert or Jove, however you would say that, or Jove. And number 1 being Wait.
Holy.
Strongest
Okay.
song on the album, in my opinion. Probably top 3 all time.
Wait, back it up. Back it up to number 3. Come again. What was it?
District and Honey.
District and Honey. Okay. District, I can totally get behind. Love every. No, those are good picks.
Honestly,
good picks. Great.
District would be above if Dom's part wasn't as strong in Honey. District would for sure just be a solid number 3.
If Dom's performance wasn't as bad on Jimmy Fallon in District,
Oh my God.
then District would have made my fucking list.
No, like
Maybe we should mention that.
no, I don't feel like that needs mentioning.
No hate on Dom, but
I mean,
you
'cause, like, it's
fucking
like-
sound like a pig.
God damn. Holy fuck.
Is that a fat joke, Kyle? For us
No,
boys out there.
it was a weird voice.
Kyle's waitist.
Okay, I don't like the song.
Okay,
so, no,
coming
I do
from a
like the
third-
song, it's just not my favorite.
A
you know?
third party. We did stay up and watch that shit live whenever they were on Jimmy Fallon. I remember the first time I remember the lights being fucked up on the performance. It seemed like the lights were just crazy, and I remember Dom. I
Yeah.
remember Dom on his verse. He seemed like he was going too low in his voice, and he seemed like it was making him out of breath.
Can we talk about their second live TV performance, though?
Is that not their second live TV performance?
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh yeah, District. Never mind. Yeah, that's when Joe
Dom
went
fucked
apeshit.
up. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dom fucked up. He didn't fuck up. He
He just
just
sounded weird.
he was just like
No, but like
that was literally how he was doing his shit.
District, like all together, is like just like on the album. It's just like so fucking good. And Honey, I feel like Dom makes the whole song.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can for sure skip it after Dom's part. and I don't have no
Absolutely.
guilt.
Yeah,
But,
fuck
like-
Beyonce. Beyonce is a piece of shit.
It's like that. But like,
Is
Like,
it
after
obvious that
Dom's
we've
part-
had something?
They haven't
Something
had
else.
shit to drink. No drinks.
Yeah,
We should
no.
cut that out.
Just bark things.
but no, honestly, like after Dom's part, like it's just it drops in value in my opinion. Like I feel like it could have been so much more than what it was. And District altogether was good, but I feel like Dom's part in Honey was just so fucking amazing that it needed to be in this list altogether.
That's
Agreed. Agreed. Because like Dom stepped up his game in
He
that
fucking
song
brought the
alone.
heat so hard.
The
And-
heat.
Yeah.
The heat.
God damn.
One best album of all time.
Holy
All right,
fuck.
Ryan. Let's hear your
Bold
picks.
opinion.
My number 3 has got to be. Oh fuck! What was it? Sorry. Hold up. Ah, shit.
Wait, are we? Oh yeah, wait. We're going 3, 2, 1. Yeah, never mind. I already
Yeah.
said my other two.
Alright.
Do y'all not have a problem with Jover, Jovert at number
That
2
is-
and Wait at number 1?
I don't have a problem with it because I understand, but neither of those two are in my top 3.
Bold opinions.
Yep.
Not in your
So-
top 3?
Joe Ver is definitely in my top 3.
Alright, Wait. Kyle, why don't you go with your 3 if you have?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go
go
ahead
ahead.
and go. Number 3, I got a tie between District and Vivid. Vivid E District.
Ooh, Vivid. That's. Wait, can you push on?
I just think that this.
What?
The beat in Vivid is
Okay,
so
yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Like and also the way that Matt Champion comes in is clean. So it's
Oh yeah, I remember.
Ooh, okay. I have an honorable mention. Is Where to Cash At?
yeah, me too.
Okay.
Honorable
That's
mention. It's not in my top 3 because like I feel like it's only like a minute and a half with 2 of the members, so I feel like it's more of an interlude, but still listenable all the way through thing.
All right.
But I feel like it's very honorable mention.
I must now intersect and to let you know what my third one was. It was Where the Cash At.
Ooh.
And I remember saying that was not a song that I particularly liked on first listen.
But Merlin just goes fucking apeshit. He's
Fucking
just
like I
tearing
said.
up
Merlin and Matt Champion just tear that song to pieces. It's insane.
I like
They're
it.
just both so charismatic.
Only an honorable mention because, like I said, I don't consider it a whole song because I feel like it's just 2 verses in the middle of the album that they wrote and really needed to perform because of how fucking good they are. But like,
What if I just almost called Joba Jovert.
if Joba was on
What
that
if-
fucking
yeah.
song, number
That
one
would be
song.
a number one like
Number one
hype
all
ass,
time.
Just
That would-
fitting your fucking head into the
Brockhampton,
song.
release a remix with Joba on the fucking beat.
Yes, please. Holy fuck. I mean, they released Jovert.
Jovert.
Joba,
Anyways, okay.
So-
Number 3 for me, Where the Cash At. Do you want to go with number 2, Kyle?
Well, aren't we going all at once?
Okay. Yeah, I'll do number 2. Number 2 for me was Vivid. Vivid, Matt Champion steals the show. He's got one of the best openings ever.
give us a what's that Champion's opening line again?
Como se dice,
Oh,
don't touch on me with them dedos. I minimize all your
okay.
credentials. I maximize all of my pesos.
Agreed.
Fucking
But-
insane. I love that.
I
number
guess I don't
one.
have a strong Matt Champion verse on any of my 3.
Yeah, because there's not too many to choose from.
You need to chill the fuck out over there.
Hey. No disrespect to Matt Champion. We fucking love you. Just as
I
much as
love
everyone
you.
else.
Yeah, but you weren't present on Iridescence.
Kyle. The fuck, dude.
He was the fucking
I'm just joking.
Foundation.
Obviously. He is like every song that he came on, his solid.
I feel like every song he was on, he damn near stole the show.
I wouldn't say stole the show, but he
No,
did.
I would
Like
say stole the
Ryan
show.
said, like had a good bass, to the song.
He
And
never-
He was never a disappointment. He was-
Yeah, he was always adding. It was his appearance on any song is great.
He just didn't have too many like standout shining performances like say Merlin.
But
or
we're talking
Joba.
about Vivid, which I think is a standout for him.
But like there's no.
He doesn't do much with his voice, but his lyrics are great and his charisma is there. Like it shows.
Yeah.
And I mean I like his voice as it is. He doesn't have to do
Okay,
much
can I
with it.
interject with, now that I think about it, a 4-way tie for number 3?
A 4-way tie. Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna have to throw Vivid and Where the Cash At in with District and Honey for number 3.
I mean that's fair. 'cause
I don't
I
know.
mean, fuck. Like, the other
Literally.
thing about it, all those, they're all, like, so equally just fucking on the same level. Wait and Jovert, of course, just for me, on 2 completely separate levels. Like, if those 2 weren't on the album, it'd be, like, those top 4 in my top 3, which is fucking weird. But, like, all 4 of those songs just so fucking on the same level and so good.
Yeah.
Like, I
All
can't
right.
choose right now. I'm sorry. It's a 4-way tie. I know this is bullshit.
That's
this is
all
only
right.
a 13. I named half the songs and, like, fuck the whole album.
That's
But, like...
That's okay. That's what conversation's for. We don't have any rules here. We're all accepting.
It's just so all 4 of those songs.
Number 1, for me.
Por qué?
¿Por qué, mijo?
Anyways, it's got to be New Orleans. New Orleans
Oh,
for me.
debatable.
It just opens it like fucking slamming. It's so great. Just so great. All of them. The chorus is so catchy. Merlin. That's who. He steals the show at the end. He's fantastic. Fucking everyone though is
I
great.
do fucking love Jaden
Homie
Smith.
brother.
I do love how Jaden Smith jumps in on one of the choruses just out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay, this might sound controversial, so trigger warning, but Jaden Smith, he's okay, but he's there just to show how good Merlin is. Because right after Merlin goes like Voodoo Man, and it just is so much better than anything Jaden Smith ever has done.
Oh! Hey, I like Icon.
Listen to all of
I totally have.
I do like Icon. Have you heard Icon by Jaden Smith?
Wait, yeah. No, I have.
It's so good. What? Are you
I'm
serious?
just joking.
I've definitely heard Icon.
I do enjoy that song quite a bit. Like,
I mean-
it has been played on repeat before in my car.
So has New Orleans, though, for me.
Okay, wait. You only listened to number 3, which was a tie between Vivid and District.
Vivid in District, number 3. Number 2 is going to have to go to Jover. Number 1 is going to be New Orleans.
God
just
damn.
because of fucking Voodoo Man. And it's not just like...
You do have to shoot.
I love Jaden's part because like I think that it's a good detour from Kevin Abstract's voice.
gonna have to
and
be
it's
honest.
just like, why the fuck not? Because like he was clearly recording his music there, and it's just like he's in the same record label. Literally, why not? And it's just a good way to introduce the new album of Brockhampton that is no longer independent and is signed now to Jaden Smith's record label. And it's just like, fuck it, why not the leader of the record label just like come in on the song for one
Is
chorus?
he on the record label?
I'm pretty sure he created Misfits.
They're
Like
signed to
music.
RCA.
Oh yeah. Then
Yeah, I don't know any specifics, so
No, he started a record label.
Misfits just
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just thinking of Icon.
Oh, his has made a new movie independent. Need New Trucks independent.
Then why are Brockhampton and Jaden Smith friends?
Kyle says trash song number 5.
Yeah, seriously. Fuck Jaden.
No, honestly,
He ain't
New
shit.
Orleans is like 5th from the bottom for me.
Really?
I mean that's like in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's 15 songs. Is Loophole
No.
15?
Hold on, let me count.
I feel like,
Should we take a 2-minute intermission and rank all songs?
I mean,
I don't think so.
No.
I think
Honestly, I think we should end it here. No? Or do you think we could continue this conversation? I feel like what's said
How
at the
long
end gets
has...
said.
Okay, we have 8 minutes to
Wait,
go
hold
before
on.
an hour.
Wait, okay. Well, I feel like we haven't talked about why... We all agree on Joe Vert as number 2.
no.
No, you
I
were in the
didn't
top 3.
have.
Why didn't you have it in the top 3, Ryan?
Yeah,
No
where's
offense.
Jovert?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The song dies after Joba.
I'm gonna have to strongly
little bit.
disagree.
I'm gonna
A
have to
lit-
strongly disagree as well.
No, a little bit. Like the hype.
No.
Merlin totally could have brought something there. He didn't though. He just was. I mean,
'cause
okay.
everything
No,
else was there.
I understand that this is a detour for him, and it's something that he hasn't really tried much before. But it totally could have added if he just brought his own Merlin flair. But he was very monotone and long and just.
I have to disagree. I don't think he was monotone.
Kyle,
at
for
all.
those who don't know at home, can you
Not
say a part of
lively.
Ryan's song
In which one?
in Joe Vert?
I'd be on my phone. Dun, dun. It's like it sounds like he's
It
fucking
sounds like
It's
he's
F
strolling
that
down the
shit, say
street.
hi,
Yeah,
I'm
Joe
a big
Vert-
that bitch go
fucking
home.
Joba. I just
So-
called him Joe Vert.
It's
Like,
so
And then
good.
he just like, yeah, he's like,
Black
what's
fro.
up? And it's just
Fist
like
hanging
two
from my
entire.
black fro-yo.
It sounds like he doesn't give a fuck.
She saw me in
And
the
it's
cereal,
like
she went to
perfect
the Oreo.
with
Damn.
Joba.
That's
I
a
love
good
it.
verse. It's a
I
good
fucking
verse.
love it.
The
I
lick
feel like
me
the
like
whole
an
song
Oreo.
is like the most hyped song on the album, which is why I wait. And just in my opinion, Joba with every single verse in that, like Joba and Kevin, I feel like top 2 verses on the whole album. Joba and Joe Vert is good, but I feel like it's number 3. I would go Joba and Kevin and Wait, Joba and Wait, Joba and Joe Vert for top 3 verses on the album.
All right, top 3 verses for me. Number 1, Merlin, Voodoo Man, New Orleans. That's just it has to be up
Okay.
there. Number 2 is probably Joba and Wait.
Yeah.
And then I forgot Oh shit! No, number 2 is Joba and Jover. It has to be. Number 3 has got to be Dom and Honey.
Damn. Well,
Dom Honey
okay.
tied for 3 with Joba and with
Since we can just fucking add ties, doesn't matter. No
Hey,
rules.
come on.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not calling you out. It just doesn't matter.
Jobert is number 4 for me. Okay, it's not like I don't like Jobert. It's totally number 4.
not
I
even a
can't.
tie 3.
What was number 3? Where the cash at? I'm sorry.
Come
I
on,
like
it
where
could
the
be
cash.
it could be a tie.
Yeah, sure. Fine. Fuck it. A tie for number 3. Where the cash at? And Jobert.
That's it. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Oh shit! We literally have 5 minutes left. Do you want to play an outro at like 3 minutes or 2 minutes or no? Probably like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We got a little bit more to talk
That
about.
just makes my saying goodbye seem kind of pathetic.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds
we
like
cut
you're
that?
ready to get out
Can
of
we cut
We
here.
should
that?
just stop talking so that Jeff just has some silence for himself.
Can we cut that out? I feel like we should cut that out.
We're not cutting any of this out.
Fuck.
This is all just gonna be here
Yeah.
for the viewer to
That's
listen.
embarrassing.
The viewer to listen.
But wait, we do have already time on our hands because aren't we gonna play Ryan's song during the outro or during the interlude or no?
We don't
A little
have
bit.
to.
We
but
should play like 30 seconds of your song, and we
Okay.
are at 55:42 right now, and the podcast is about over.
Okay.
The viewers are already
quick
not
speed
listening
run of
because they
something.
never
Best
fucking
Office
turn.
episode.
Oh fuck!
Oh Jesus Christ!
Dinner
Probably-
party.
Oh, that's probably up there. I'm gonna have to say the one whenever it's the safety training one.
I would have to agree with safety training one.
Safety training is
Wait, safety training or stress relief?
stress relief.
Stress relief, yeah.
Okay, not safety training.
Staying alive, staying
Good
alive.
save right there.
Clarice.
Gotta be dinner party for me.
It's like the best sequence.
Quick top 3 directors.
That could be a whole entire other podcast.
Okay, never mind. I
Okay,
don't have.
so quick glance into the next podcast.
I have Hitchcock, Kubrick, Tarantino, in that order.
Well, there's the podcast.
All
Oh, shit,
that's
no, 'cause we're
Jeff's,
gonna talk
that's a
about
little
it next
spoiler.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go with Kubrick in my number 1 spot just because he's like so thought provoking. Like every time I watch a movie
Okay, I
from
can see.
him,
I can see.
it's just nonstop. Like it's not like I'm just enjoying it. Like I'm just like sitting there, just like I am watching this movie. Like I can enjoy a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know,
What's
like
Tarantino ranked on there for you?
number 2.
And number 3? I would
Me.
if I had to guess, it'd be either Darren
Darren.
Aronofsky or Christopher Nolan.
Or The
Fuck.
Mirror.
I was. What?
Me.
Well,
I stole your joke, but I added a twist to it.
funny.
So would you be?
What about Damien?
Giselle?
That's what I was gonna say. Is because like
Giselle?
he's made 2 movies. They've both been fantastic.
He's made
Okay.
3.
Right, who are
2
your
that
top
I've
3
seen.
for the next podcast?
No. But
viewers?
here's the thing.
Well, we
One
don't
more
want
time.
to talk about it too much for the next podcast.
Barry Jenkins. 2.
Fucking insane.
Insane. Both of them. I love the movies because Barry Jenkins. Your
I know.
turn.
My turn. I honestly can't say one specifically right now that I
Just
can
top
feel
3 in
confident.
general, in
No,
general.
I can't because
can't?
like I would have to think very hard about it. I know that Darren Aronofsky is gonna be in there. I know
Tarantino.
I can't even say that Tarantino is gonna be in there.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Can't. I have to think about it. Like, I mean, Darren Aronofsky's that's the only one that I can say. Maybe Stanley Kubrick, but
Okay.
like,
At least we all agree on Kubrick.
yeah.
All right, and
What about Alfonso?
See, like that's
ooh,
Gotta look out for Alfonso.
I'm not gonna dismiss the newer generation of filmmakers just because Stanley Kubrick's such a revelation in
also
movie
Alejandro.
making.
I mean,
I
like,
know, fucking insane movies. Holy God.
well, thank you for tuning into a Tiny Desk podcast.
We got a
We're
lot to
gonna-
talk about next.
Jeffrey Masso, that's been Ryan P.
Oh shit,
Kyle
we didn't
P.
even talk about my verse. I have it pulled up.
And
God
to
damn
play
it.
us out will be Kyle Pete's verse that we will talk about at the beginning of next show. Once after that, we will get to our
Actually,
top 3 directors.
You want to
Kyle?
just save it for next show?
Oh, cliffhanger.
let's save it for next.
Sorry to give you false hope, folks. We will play at the beginning. We will play Kyle's verse at the beginning of next show. Talk about it. Talk about top 3 directors, and we'll see where it goes from there. As always, thank you for listening to Tiny Desk Podcast. This is Jeffrey Mosso.
This is Ryan Pede.
And this is Kyle Pete, of course.
And we will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. We're gonna play the outro music until it hits 1 hour. Oh, fuck. Later, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. I'm going to go eat some wings.
Yeah, and I'll also be listening to this in about 20 minutes.
Cunt.